Hey everybody, welcome to Oddpod, the #1 place for nostalgia. I'm Dan, and yep, I know, you probably noticed something a little bit different about me. Yep, I've started collecting bubble bath bottles. Yep, that's the new thing about me, bubble bath bottles. So, I did a video not too long ago about the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles bubble bath and soap. And I did mention bubble bath bottles in it. And I went a bit crazy after that, and I have a whole box here to show you of bubble bath bottles. This has been the first one to show you because it's so cool. Look at this one, the mask. It's got Milo there, and the mask. It's really cool. And then you obviously screw the top off, and you got the bubble bath. Really cool. I never saw this one back in the day, but I would have loved this one. Oh, I can't screw it back on now. But I would have loved this one back in the day. It's really cool, and it will go back on. Oh yeah, there you go. But yeah, there was so many. I didn't realise there was so many of them. My collection's going to be insane. Yeah, let's just show another one instantly. Okay, Wallace and Gromit. Some of these, please, in the comments below. If you had any of these, let me know in the comments below, or any that you don't see here that you did have, so I can look out for them. There's something rattling in this. Okay. But yeah, you got Gromit in the bath there. And then Wallace, and he can actually move his arm as well, which is really cool. But yeah, this is a really nice one. Again, another one I never saw back in the day. But again, I would have loved it. It's really, really cool. And I did mention in the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles bubble bath one that there was a bubble bath bottle. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in that anyway. That it was a Taz bubble bath bottle. Still haven't found it. I've seen pictures of it, but I haven't found it to buy yet. But it's basically Taz with his arms out like that. And it's the tornado under him and stuff like that. I need to get it because that's my bubble bath bottle memory of my dad leaving my Christmas stocking at the end of my bed, and I could feel something. I could feel it with my feet, and then I could feel like I think it was his. It must have been his arms or something like that. I could feel it, and yeah, it's a nice memory. So I need to get that bottle again. So yeah, Wallace and Gromit. Here we go. Here's another one. There's so many to go through, by the way. Here's one that a lot of you must have had. I've got a feeling I had this one, but it's a Ninja Turtle, or Hero Turtle, as we had him here. Doesn't have a year on it. I'm guessing, usually with these, 89, 90, I'd say. And his head pops off. This is obviously Mikey, but it's very nice. And there's a little something, I don't know if it's pen or something on him, but yeah. But it's really cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm going to sort out in the corner over here. I'm sorting out a place for all the bubble bath bottles to go. But I don't know if I'm going to fit them all. But there's so many. Oh, here's a classic one. If you're American, you won't recognise this most likely because it's a very Britishy thing. But it's Ed the Duck, and I did have this one as a kid. God, I used to love this one. I used to actually play with this one in the bath because his hair would get all wet, so I'd do like different hairstyles on him and stuff. Yeah, Ed the Duck, really, really cool one. I love Ed the Duck. So that's a really nice one to have again. So yeah, happy with that one. And I'm sure a bunch of you either remember this or had this one if you're from the UK. Next up, we have, what should I pick? Oh, okay, I'll go for these two. These were randomised. And all these were pretty cheap, by the way. Yeah, just because if they were expensive, I wouldn't have bothered. But they were quite cheap, so hopefully bubble bath bottles will stay cheap so I can get more. Teletubbies. I can't say I was the biggest Teletubby fan, but every time I see Teletubbies, it reminds me of my little sisters, because they used to love Teletubbies. So I kind of got it. I've got that nostalgia. So I've got nostalgia for Teletubbies linked with my little sisters. So that's quite nice. So yeah, it's quite a nice bottle as well. Yeah, and I got another one to go with it as well. I've got. Is this Lala? Tinky Winky Dipsy Lala. I think this is Lala. I could be completely wrong though. I cannot remember. 1996 is from. And you can move the arms up and down on this one as well. Very nice. I like that. Put these down there. Ooh, who should I go for next? Okay, Chris Pratt. Here we go. Here he is. It's a me. Yeah, 1992 this one's from. It's really nice as well. He's a bit scuffed up, but he's looking really good. I like it, look at that. Beautiful, Mario. Okay, let's get Mario's rival. See if I can grab him from the bottom here because I just noticed it. Here we go, here's the real one now. Sonic. As you may not know, I was more of a Sega kid than a Nintendo kid back in the day, until Pokemon came around. But Sega kid and then a PlayStation kid. But Sonic, I love Sonic. I used to watch the cartoon all the time. I used to play the games. I loved Sonic back in the day. He was so cool. I like the annuals and everything. And this is a really nice one. It's on his little stand and everything. I don't know if it was stand though. It looks like it's on a spring, doesn't it? That's pretty cool though. I like it. And oh, it's with Matey Bubble Bath. Do you remember Matey? I don't have a retro Matey Bubble Bath to show you. I'll put a little advert here or something like that.
Beware! Weak, watery bubbles are trying to banish the fun from bath time. But improved Matey and Miss Matey
Ahoy there, bath mates!
deliver a broadside of the wobbliest bubbles that still bounce and bounce when wishy-washy bubbles have all burst. Because longer-lasting Matey and Miss Matey have bigger, bubblier, wobblier bubbles than ever before.
But yeah, Matey was cool. I'm sure there was a Matey that changed colour when you put the bubble bath in. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there was. But Matey Bubble Bath is a classic as well. I do need to get a few retro bottles of that. They still do that to this day as well. But that's a really nice Sonic. I really like that. It's cool. Next up, another very Britishy one. We have Dennis the Menace and Gnasher. So you got Gnasher not wanting to take a bubble bath there. You got Dennis. Does his arm move? Oh, his arm just move up and down. There you go. That's a really cool one. I'm a big fan of Beano and the Dandy. The comics from back in the day. I love them. So yeah, I used to read them all the time. So really happy. I'll have to do a video on Beano and Dandy sometime. But yeah, really happy to have that one. Next up, okay, we'll go for this one. It's a boxed one. What year is this one from? I think it's like 91 or 1990. I can't find it. 1990, okay. It's a box one. I haven't got any box ones other than this. It's Spidey. Yeah, really nice Spider-Man one. The Amazing Spider-Man. And they got him in there. I assume the bubble bath's still in there. I don't want to take it out though. No, I won't take him out. I assume the bubble bath's still in there. But then you got really nice design there. Just a really nice one. Again, really cheap. I like it. So yeah, happy to have that one. Well, happy to have all of them. Okay, Biker Mice from Mars. There we go. Here's another one. Really cool. Who is that? I haven't seen Biker Mice for so long. I don't know what that is. Some of you probably know. That's a really cool one. I can't remember his name. Is it Modo? I can't remember. I will admit, I liked Biker Mice kind of, but I wasn't the biggest fan. Because when it came to 90s cartoons, because there were a few like seriously ones or ones trying to be more Ninja Turtles like Biker Mice, and then you had like more serious ones like Gargoyles and stuff like that. And I kind of liked them, but in the 90s I was more of the zany, crazy stuff like Ren and Stimpy and Rocko's Modern Life and Real Monsters and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty nice though. I like it. God, imagine a Ren and Stimpy bubble bath bottle. I've got to look out for one of those. There's got to be one. Oh, it's got a bit more classic. What year is this from? This is from... Oh, it doesn't even say. No. But it's a bit discoloured, but the best cartoon duck ever, Donald. Or is it a second with Daffy? I haven't quite decided. I love both of them. But yeah, his bum's a bit discoloured. He must have been in a window with like that... The top of his head was covered a bit though. And the sun sort of damaged that, I guess. Because I highly doubt it was supposed to be that colour. But there you go. Good old Donald. Next up, oh, let's get these out of the way actually. You definitely remember these. If you were a kid in the 90s, you definitely remember these ones. We'll start with this one. So we've got the Game Boy bubble baths. And this is a Donkey Kong one. The water's sort of gone out of it now, so I'll have to try and see if I can fill them again. I don't know if I can. But yeah, so basically it's like a water game and you just press the buttons and it makes the little ball things go into the little hoopy things and you just play a little game in a bath. It's like you're playing Game Boy. So that's a really nice one. So that's a Donkey Kong one. Next up I've got one that's full of bubble bath and that's a Mario one. Again, the water's gone out over the years and everything, but it's still really nice. But there we go. We've got a really nice vibrant... It doesn't... The camera's not really giving it justice, but it's really nice vibrant orange here. But again, yeah, really nice. And it's full of bubble bath, this one. And next up, one of my faves going into the Pokemon collection is a Pokemon one. Never saw this. I saw these ones back in the day, but I never saw a Pokemon one. Again, water's dissolved, but you can see... You can kind of see, anyway, the bubble bath inside it. There you go. But yeah, really, really nice. What is this? Help Pikachu and friends catch the monsters by catching the stars in 2 sliding cups. Catch a ball in the middle cup and the monsters win. Okay. Yeah, it's really nice. Got a little design in the background there, Finn. Really, really nice. Really happy to have this one, especially. But yeah, and this one's beautiful. But yeah, I love the Game Boy ones, and you've got to remember those. They were everywhere back in the day. Need to get more of those sometime. Next up, who should I grab? Okay. I'll grab Batman. I'm Batman. Yeah, I'm guessing this is from Batman Forever. It looks like that suit. I think it's Batman Forever anyway. I could be wrong. It always keeps coming off a little bit. Oh, it's coming off in general, okay. But yeah, the only thing about him, if you raise his fist, he just looks kind of annoyed, like, why, you little... Yeah, I like him. Good old Batman. That's what I love about these bubble bath bottles. There was so many of them, and just look at the design on that. It's so cool. Any movie or cartoon or game that was big, it had a bubble bath bottle. Next up, we have Desperate Dan from the Dandy comic. Even has his tag on him, which is really nice. Doesn't have a, oh, does it have a year? 91. There we go. That's a really nice. His face looks a bit. His face looks a bit weird. The dog looks bizarre, but look at his face. Look into the eyes. Look. Oh, it's so spooky. I love him. Next up, we've got about 4 more to go. Next up, Power Rangers. Got the Blue Ranger here. And you can get all of them, so I'm going to try and get all the Rangers sometime. Oh, you can get his arms out there. Just that arm, okay. But yeah, that's a really nice one. I can't imagine it standing too well. It might do. It's just a bit weirdly shaped. It's very thin. But again, really nice. Look at that. So cool. Next up is such a random one. I really love it. It's the Cadbury's Parrot. And I'm not sure if this is a bubble bath bottle though. It just came in a lot with bubble bath bottles, but when you open it, was it just an Easter egg thing? Because that couldn't have been bubble bath. You know, how would it would just leaked everywhere once you opened it. So I'm guessing, because it's the Cadbury's Parrot, I'm guessing it's some sort of Easter egg thing. I love that noise. Some sort of Easter egg thing, maybe. If you remember this, let me know. Because I love the Cadbury's Parrot, but I never saw this, whatever it is, back in the day. It just came, because it looks like a bubble bath bottle. It could have been a soap, maybe. But let me know if you know what this is. But yeah, I like him. Look at how cool he is. We've got 2 more. Oh, I'll get this huge one. I like. He's a bit broken, this one. Because I think his lid doesn't... Yeah, his lid's missing, so he's sort of not fully attached. But it's Beast from Beauty and the Beast. And he's probably one of the biggest ones. He's huge. But because he hasn't got a lid, he doesn't really stay, like, you can't screw it in or anything like that. But both his arms move, which is cool. And yeah, this looks really good. Look at him. It's a bit sad, but yeah, there we go. And finally, this is a cool one. Look at Oscar the Grouch with I hate baths on a little sign. Look at that. That is such a nice bubble bath bottle. Got the bubbles there and the trash can. And you can take his head off. It's so nice. Look at the sculpt on it, I think. It's just so nice. I'll have to look out for more like Sesame Street ones. I've never seen any Muppet ones either. So I'll have to look out for them. But it's probably one of my favourites. I don't know what my other favourite is. Maybe Ed the Duck, the Game Boys, and the Mask maybe. But him, look at that. That's so nice. So yeah, that was my random collection that I've started of bubble bath bottles. And I'd love to know in the comments below what bubble bath bottles you remember, so I can look out for them myself for my collection. Any here that I've shown that you remember having. If you've still got them, let me know. That's really cool. But yeah, it's such a random thing to start collecting. But it's a thing that when people talk about nostalgia, you hear like Pogs and, you know, the toys all behind me and stuff like that. You rarely hear bubble bath bottles, but they were a big thing. Like, as you can see, like, they had everything in bubble bath bottles. They were a big thing, and it's just they're kind of forgotten. No one really gets nostalgic about them. So hopefully this video you got a bit nostalgic about bath time in the 90s or 80s of playing with some bubble bath bottles, because they are really cool. And there is one that I remember, because obviously the Taz one I'm after, but there's one, I don't think I had it. It must have been like maybe my grandparents or my mum or my uncle or somebody in my family had a, what's his name? Is it Mr. Ben? He's like, I think it might just be British, this. I think he promoted rice back in the day. He was like a little man with a bowler hat on and a suit and just a plain white face with a smiley face on him. I'm sure he was called Mr. Ben. Not, maybe it wasn't Mr. Ben. I can't remember. It's just, yeah, mine's gone a bit blank. But in the comments below, I'm sure someone will tell me what it is. He had a little bowler hat on. I'm sure he promoted rice. And he had a little suit on. That's all I remember. But yeah, let me know. But these are so nice. The only one I'd say was a bit weird would be Desperate Dan's bizarre face. But other than that, they're so cool. And except for this one being a bit of a mystery, but it's still really nice. I just love them. They're so nostalgic, but they're also just really nice figurines, because they're all got their own little nostalgia around them from the movie they're from, or the cartoon they're from, or the game they're from. So just seeing them just brings back all the nostalgia from the thing they're from. It's really nice. But yeah, that's it. I've got no more bubble bath bottles at the moment. But it was nice going through all these, so hopefully I've brought back some nostalgia for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Oh, my favorite bubble bath bottle is Teletubbies. Oh, I like the Teletubbies. They're cool. We got Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and the evil one. And I got Nunu, which is a little vacuum cleaner. And he eats all the tubby custard and stuff. Yeah, I like it. It's really cool. It's really colorful. And it's my favorite. Is that good? Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay, dude. My favorite bubble bath bottle is The Mask. Just look at him. He's so cool. I love the movie. I love the cartoon. And I love the comics. Look at him. Smoking. Hey guys, I've been asked for some reason to talk about my favorite bubble bath bottle in the collection. And it is Sonic the Hedgehog. Because he's blue, he's fast, and he's cool. Just like me. Okay, before I end the video, there is something you've noticed that's a bit different about me, other than the bubble bath bottle collection. And yes, I know. I got Kid Pick Studio for PC. I used to love this back in the day. Remember this?